Business continuity, ensuring resilience and recovery. Business continuity, BC, ensures that an organization can continue operations despite disruptions such as cyber attacks, natural disasters, or system failures. A well-planned BC strategy minimizes downtime and ensures critical business functions remain operational. Definition: business continuity, BC, is a proactive approach to ensure that critical business processes continue in the event of a disaster or disruption. Objective: minimize downtime, prevent data loss, and ensure employees, customers, and stakeholders can continue to access essential services. Common disruptions: cyber, ransomware, DDoS attacks, natural disasters, e.g. earthquakes, floods, power outages, hardware, software failures, employee errors or sabotage. Definition: a business impact analysis, BIA, identifies critical business functions, assesses risks, and determines the potential impact of disruptions. Key questions in a BIA. What are the organization's most critical assets and services? How long can each business function be down before severe consequences occur? What dependencies exist between systems, teams, and vendors? Example: a bank conducts a BIA and determines that online banking must be restored within 2 hours in the event of a cyber attack to prevent financial losses and regulatory penalties. Best practices: identify mission-critical functions and their dependencies. Define recovery time objectives, RTO, the maximum acceptable downtime. Determine recovery point objectives, RPO, the maximum acceptable data loss. What are external dependencies? Organizations rely on third-party vendors, suppliers, and service providers for essential business operations. If these external entities face disruptions, the business may also be affected. Example: a company relies on a cloud service provider for data storage. If the provider experiences a cyber attack, the company's operations may be disrupted. Best practices: evaluate the resilience of third-party vendors before signing contracts. Establish service-level agreements, SLAs, with vendors that define recovery expectations. Have backup vendors in case of service failures. What is a business continuity play, CP? A BCP is a documented strategy that outlines how an organization will continue operations during and after a crisis. Key components of a BCP: risk assessment, identify threats, e.g. cyber attacks, power outages. Impact analysis, determine how disruptions will affect business functions. Recovery strategies, define backup solutions and alternate processes. Communication plan, establish procedures for notifying employees, customers, and partners. Training and testing, conduct drills and simulations to ensure employees know their roles. Example: a hospital's BCP includes backup power systems, patient record redundancy, and emergency communication protocols to ensure uninterrupted care during power failures. Best practices: document clear recovery procedures for different crisis scenarios. Train employees regularly on their roles in the plan. Test the BCP annually with simulated scenarios. What is disaster recovery, DR? While business continuity, BC, focuses on keeping the business operational, disaster recovery, DR, is a subset of BC that focuses specifically on restoring IT systems and data after a disruption. Key differences: business continuity. Business continuity, ensuring resilience and recovery. Overall business operations, ensure minimal disruption. Enabling employees to work remotely after a fire. Example: BC plan ensures employees can work remotely if the office floods. DR plan focuses on restoring the company's servers after a cyber attack. Best practices: have a backup site, hot site, warm site, or cold site for disaster recovery. Regularly test data backup restoration to ensure effectiveness. Implement automated failover systems to minimize downtime. A business continuity plan is only effective if it works during a real crisis. Testing helps identify weaknesses and improve response strategies. Types of BCP testing: Tabletop exercises. Teams discuss how they would handle a simulated disaster scenario. Walkthrough tests. Employees practice steps in the BCP. Full-scale drills. Simulated real-world scenarios to test recovery procedures. Example: a financial company conducts a full-scale drill by simulating a cyber attack that disables their payment processing system. Employees follow the BCP to restore services while minimizing customer impact. Best practices. Test at least annually to stay prepared. Identify weaknesses and update the BCP accordingly. Keep employees informed of their roles in crisis situations. Business continuity (BC) ensures critical business operations continue despite disruptions. A business impact analysis identifies essential services and their recovery needs. Organizations must plan for external dependencies, such as vendors and third-party services. A business continuity plan documents procedures for responding to crises. Disaster recovery focuses specifically on restoring IT systems after an outage. Regular testing and training are crucial to maintaining an effective BC strategy. Takeaway: a strong BCP helps organizations stay resilient, reduce downtime, and recover quickly from disruptions.